Joining us today for our session on the Acrobat 10 deployment are Joel Geraci and Chris French from Adobe Systems. Joel's an Acrobat Technical Evangelist, and Chris is a Senior Product Marketing Manager for Acrobat. So thanks so much for joining us today, Joel and Chris. Over to you.
Well, thanks, Lori. And Lori, can you confirm that you can hear me okay?
Yes, thank you.
Good. And Chris, can you do a sound check, please?
Yep, sounds good, Joel.
Excellent. Great. Thank you very much. I'm here to talk to you for approximately the next 40 minutes or so about enterprise administration of the Acrobat family of products, and that includes the reader. Chris was very involved in, from the product management side, on these new capabilities that aren't so much part of Acrobat itself, but are critical to deploying Acrobat and having it work well inside of large organizations. So I'm glad to have him here to help me out with this presentation.
So, yep, good to be here, Joel. Thanks.
Thank you. And then at the end, while you can put your questions into the chat pod at any time during the presentation, at the end, what I'll do is I'll cherry pick a few of the ones that are easy for me to answer, or I should say the ones that are most interesting to answer and might have appeal to most people. And I'll respond to those verbally, even if they may have been answered in the chat pod. So that should give us plenty of time for me to take you through some of the new capabilities in the customization wizard, and for me to point out some of the things that most IT managers are most interested in customizing in the Acrobat deployments. So with that, I'll go ahead and jump into the slides. I don't have a lot of slides here, so hopefully I won't PowerPoint you into a coma, and we can get right to the demonstration portion. Okay, so today's product line for Acrobat starts with the freely downloadable Adobe Reader, and I'll talk more about that in just a few minutes. The way that a lot of IT managers end up deploying the free reader is they'll go to adobe.com and download the free reader just like any typical end user would do. That is a monolithic install in that it's a single executable that you download and install. And what I'm going to suggest is that's not the best way to deploy the reader, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Then we've got Acrobat 10 Standard and Acrobat 10 Pro. When I talk about the deployment methodologies and the way that the customization wizard works, this really applies to these two products. The Acrobat 10 Suite has a wrapper installer that goes around not only Acrobat 10 Pro, which is included in the suite, but in addition, it will install the other products in the suite, such as Photoshop, Captivate, and Presenter. The customization wizard can be used with the Acrobat 10 Suite. However, it will only customize the Acrobat application aspect of the suite. So the customization wizard only applies to Acrobat, the Adobe Reader, Acrobat 10 Standard, and Acrobat 10 Pro. It doesn't apply to the suite as a whole. It does apply to the Acrobat component of that suite. So I want to make sure that I point that out to folks. And again, please feel free to drop questions into the chat pod as I go through here. So one of the things that's new in Acrobat 10 is we have finally got some deployment tools for the Macintosh. So there's a PKG installer for both Acrobat 10 and Reader. On the Mac, Acrobat 10 Pro is the only product available. There is no standard, there is no suite in those cases. So you do have Acrobat 10 Pro. And we support now deployment using Apple Remote Desktop. So that saves a lot of time in terms of pushing Acrobat out to multiple desktops. There's also the provisioning tool that can be used for pre-serializing the product and also suppressing the EULA. And the reason you want to do that is oftentimes Acrobat's got some startup operations for the typical end user. But in the corporations, you can have your IT manager agree to the end user license agreement for the entire organization. And then when you go and deploy Acrobat with that end user license agreement already agreed to, people can simply begin using the product right away. So the first time they launch Acrobat, they don't have these dialog boxes popping up asking them to either put a serial number in or agree to the end user license agreement. It's just immediately usable. That's also true in Windows, and I'll show you in the customization wizard how you can set that up. And we've also got this enterprise administration page. And the enterprise administration page, which I have a link to at the end of the presentation, the enterprise administration page will allow you to take a look at a bunch of different documents that we've got related to deployment in the enterprise. And one of the tools in there is something called the Administrator's Information Manager. And that's an AIR application. Now, many of the preferences that